Never had a mentor, only one Scarface. I met her at a club, she twerked better when I hop.
It's Madden NFL 24, and coming up next is the Commanders' leader at quarterback. He's coming off a...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Now a play fake here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Give that sack to Kobe Dean.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway.
Jahan Dotson.
Touchdown, Washington.
Jahan Dotson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first-half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll work down inside the 45.
A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down at 7. Once again, it's Swift.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
So you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Well, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year.
And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has. Showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 20 carries, 89 yards.
And their success running the ball in the previous game has to give them a lot of confidence, but they also understand going against a top 5 rush defense means you have to have a lot of offense in your game plan. Misdirection, counters, power game, maybe even some quarterback run to take the heat off of the running back.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun. Keys. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football
as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
Take it in at the 22.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Eventually, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go play action with Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
And you'll find some version of this play in just about every playbook in the NFL. It's an X-post cross. So on play action, you let the X receiver get downfield and start working right to left across the formation. What a beautiful throw. And it all comes together for big yardage.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Swift is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my bet.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown from 3 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead.
A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Hurts will throw.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get him to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted a 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And the Washington offense heading out. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Play action. Here's Hurts.
He'll buy some time right.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one goes for 30 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Hurts.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly, but man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window.
Taking it right down Broadway. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this 1st half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Looking right side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. So
well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the 2nd half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that 1st half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the 1st half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Keys.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 out the 11.
Back to throw. Keys.
Touchdown, Washington.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Commanders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your back to try to pick themselves back up.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
Holding offense.
So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift.
He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Eagles are back within a score.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Terry McLaurin.
And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
An injury going to pause the game here, and it looks like it's Terry McLaurin who's in some discomfort. Not sure what happened. Hopefully this is nothing major.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Operating from the gun. Keys.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. 50 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I mean, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On 1st down, Hurts
rolling to his right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
2nd and a couple.
They'll set up a throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
Now we got whistles before the snap. Looked like one of the Commanders jumped.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Keys. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket, because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back, but every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. He'll take it at the 42. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Keys. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To about the 40-yard line.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Keys.
Quick slant, Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first.
Washington going to send out their punter.
He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And no return here. Where will they spot him? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I would keep having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no